What's up, homies? I just finished The Richest Man in Babylon by Clason. And obviously, there's so many lessons that you can extrapolate from that book. If you haven't read it before, I highly suggest that you read it. Again, it's another short read. It's my second book of the year. I listened to it on Audible, which is my preferred platform of choice when it comes to listening to books. I listen to them on YouTube sometimes also, but then you got to leave the YouTube app open. You can download the apps or whatever, but I'm not trying to do any of that. Um, so yeah, was listening to it on Audible. Great book. Basically gives you the principles that you want to live by when it comes to building wealth. And it's especially important, I believe, for people that do not come from wealth to read, because it takes you all the way from being in a state of lack and being quote unquote poor to becoming the richest man in Babylon or woman. I'm not about man or woman, but the book is man, correct? Or not correct, but you get what I'm saying. They're talking about a man, all right? But you can be a woman also, or whatever you identify as in today's society. The biggest takeaway is that you need to be intentional with your actions, and you need to focus on acquiring knowledge and information that you don't currently possess. Become wiser, become more knowledgeable, become more disciplined, and become more intentional in all things that you do in your life, so that you can accomplish whatever your goal is. It doesn't have to be the richest person, right? This was obviously about finances and financial literacy, which was my main takeaway from it. It could apply to anything in life, right? But through hard work, determination, intentional action, and the acquisition of knowledge, and then the execution and the action upon that knowledge, right? Because knowledge without action is pointless. It's literally insanity. Okay, then you can become wealthy in life, wealthy in physical assets, wealthy in love, wealthy in whatever it is that your end goal is. And that's why I think it's such a powerful book for anybody to read. A lot of it just requires starting somewhere, and that one place to start when it comes to the richest man in Babylon is to set aside some for yourself. You can set aside some time. You can set aside 10% of your income. You can set aside, you know, insert whatever it is that you need to reclaim. I started with time because you say, oh, like money doesn't matter to me, which it pays for all our bills, and it pays for this house. It pays for this phone that I'm recording on, the computer that it's recording to, right? This mic. It pays for my haircuts and the clothes that I have on, right? And even if I didn't buy these clothes and made these clothes, I'd still have to pay for the garments, right? So you can't say that money doesn't matter to you when money is an important aspect of our society. But time is something that we all can relate to. We all get 24 hours in the day, right? And I think that in today's day and age, we fail to set aside time for ourselves, time to read our Bibles, time to read in general, time to focus on our physical health or our mental health, time to work on our businesses, time to decompress, time to meditate, time to pray, etc. Right? And so you can start off just by taking your time first, and out of every day making sure that you have time that's dedicated to yourself. And when it comes to riches, he literally says you need to put at least away 10% of everything that you're bringing in. And so that's something that I know that I can get better at and do better at. And so I'm going to start incorporating that. Well, then after, setting aside what's for you, using that to create more wealth of time, wealth of money, whatever it is that you're trying to build, right? And then systematically building upon that and making it work for you. And that was a powerful lesson. Like I said, it was a super short read. Highly recommend it. I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want these to become too much of a distraction. in terms of me just sitting here telling you about the book, when really I believe you should go read the book yourself. What I'm here to do is to give you my reflections on it. And so I've did that. I'm about to read next on Audible. This isn't the physical books that I'm reading, but on Audible, I'm about to read The Universe in a Nutshell by Stephen Hawking. And this book I'm pretty excited to read. It's another short one. I'll give you a quick breakdown of what they say this next book's about. It's basically Stephen Hawking talking about theoretical physics, and that's something that I'm really interested in. So I'm excited to read this. Professor Hawking is seeking to uncover the grail of science, the elusive theory of everything that lies at the heart of the cosmos. In this accessible and often playful style, he guides us on his search to uncover the secrets of the universe, from supergravity to supersymmetry, from quantum theory to M theory, from holography to duality. And he lets us behind the scenes of one of his most exciting intellectual adventures as he seeks to combine Einstein's general theory of relativity and Richard Feynman's idea of multiple histories into one complete unified theory that will describe everything that happens in the universe. So yeah, I'm excited to read that. Still gonna be reading my physical books, but when it comes to the audio books, that's what I'm reading next. So that's book number 2, Richest Man in Babylon, and I highly recommend that you give it a read. It will change your life. See you in the next video, bud, friends, homies. That's how fried my brain is right now. Peace out.